Tank all day, baby. Tank all day. Easy work. Easy work. My money goes away.
Yes, all day. Baby work Calvin Ford is not interested in discussion, underdog narratives, or hypothetical situations. This fight is simply Tank business as usual. And Lamont Roach...
My whole family is from D.C. My whole family. Like my entire family.
Don't bring them. Don't bring them.
For what?
Don't bring them. I'm telling you,
they gonna celebrate with me.
Don't bring them.
It's gonna be a...
is just another fighter who is about to get a harsh lesson. Davis. My entire family is from Washington, D.C. My entire family likes my outfit. So please don't bring them. I'm telling you, bro, they're going to rejoice with me. So don't bring them. It will play a role. Ford has lived long enough to know who belongs at the top and who is just passing through. And in his opinion, Roach is just another name on the schedule. He has seen fighters like this before, tough and confident, eager to prove themselves, but toughness doesn't win fights against a puncher like Tank. Confidence fades when that first shot lands, and game plans are thrown out the window the moment reality sets in Roach's camp.
Say 9th round.
What?
I say 9th round.
You said 9?
Yeah.
What's your response to that, Lamont?
Look, he got scared. Look. He looked at 9.
I'm telling you, you saying you going down in a 9?
Ford isn't buying it. He has seen too many opponents enter with big ideas only to collapse when they sense Tank's strength. They attempt to adapt to survive, but it's too late, at which point the legs slow down, the punches become desperate, and then comes the knockout. The difference between their camps is that Ford isn't stressing this fight because he sees no reason to. There is no real danger here, no surprises. He's not talking about Roach as a challenge, but rather as a stepping stone, another body to add to the record. I say end round. What I say neen round, you say neen yeah. What's your reaction to that Lamont look? He got scared that night.
What? I beat you in the tournament twice. I beat him in the state, and then they did something
beat me
like...
in the region news. They cheated in Baltimore, took a point from me, fool. Come on. We sent the video to USA Boxing. They said I should have won. They sent me to the Nationals. That was the only reason why I went.
And then I fought you again, beat you there,
and then
right?
You beat me.
There again.
Then you beat me.
Roach's group is wishing for a brief, although Davis and Roach did cross paths in the amateurs. It was a long time ago, and the Davis of today is completely different. Ford is well aware of what is about to happen. Ford is aware that Roach is capable of fighting, but there are lots of fighters who can only survive against Tanks, and even fewer can prevail. Beast is more skilled, dangerous, and experienced in the types of battles that Roach has never encountered. I beat you in the tournament twice, I beat him in a state, and then they did something to beat me in the region news. They cheated.
So easy when he fought Frank Martin.
Frank Martin was inexperienced and nervous. You know, it is what it is. It's going to be a different fight when I'm in there. He's going to be a different...
And Baltimore took a point from me, fool. Come on. We sent the video to USA Boxing, and they said I should have won, which is why I went to the Nationals. Then I fought you again, and you beat me there again, and then you beat me again, and you beat me, Roach, just stepping into something he has never experienced before, never felt the kind of pressure that Davis applies. Ford believes that Roach is not ready since he has witnessed all of the hype tactics and the idea that someone has discovered the secret to defeating Tank.
I think he actually took this fight for the naysayers and all this and all the people talking shit about the fight. I think he actually took the fight because he know that I'm a dog. And, he want to prove his skills against a dog. So I'm going to show y'all what happens when two dogs get in the ring together. And I'm going to be the one. Obviously, I'm going to be the one coming.
But the reality is straightforward. There is no secret and no safe place in that ring. Fighters attempt to move, box, and tough Tank, but none of it lasts long. As soon as he finds his opening, the fight is done. Why did he have such an easy time fighting Frank Martin? You know it's true that Frank Martin was anxious and inexperienced, and that it will be a different fight when I'm in there. There is tension between the two camps, but it is not equal. Ford doesn't need to say much because he has seen the same story play out too many times. The other side believes they have an advantage, but once that bell rings, things change, the energy shifts.
In fight, you know what I'm saying? Because Roach always, he come to fight. And I think it's a great fight. Everybody talking all that stuff about, oh, why Roach? Because he signed and took the fight. You know what I'm saying?
The weight of the moment settles in, and everything they have planned for is thrown out the window. For it doesn't need to prove anything, because he has been here before and has witnessed what occurs next. Roach's side is seeking respect and a means to demonstrate their belonging. As Calvin Ford makes it clear that Roach is just another name on the Tanks list, I believe he took the fight because he knew I was a dog and wanted to prove his abilities against the dog. I'll show you what happens when two dogs get in the ring together, and I'm going to be the one coming out on top. Davis is concentrating on improving every element of his game in the gym in order to send another challenger home empty-handed. So he isn't paying much attention to the press conferences or the outside hubbub. Roach may not be the most well-known opponent Davis has faced, but that doesn't mean he's taking him lightly. Every fight is a statement, and Tank makes sure that statement is clear when the fists fly. David is known for staying in shape, but his current training camp looks different. There's a sharpness to his work, an intensity that indicates he's not just preparing, he's perfecting. Davis recently gave fans a preview of what's to come with a viral training clip that left spectators in awe. The brief 13-second pad routine with his coach Patrice Harris showcased Davis's blistering hand speed, rapid-fire combinations, fluid movement, and everything else. The reactions flooded in instantly, and now he looks sharp. Resting fight. You know what I mean, because he always comes to fight, and I think it's a great fight. Everyone talking about OY Roach because he signed and took the fight. Another fan said, fast hands at lightweight. Davis has been in this situation before, performing in front of large crowds while carrying the burden of expectations, and he thrives in these situations. On fight night, the Barclays Center will be crowded and humming with excitement. But Tank won't be alarmed since he's been here too many times to feel pressured. He's prepared for this fight, but he's venturing into the unknown and has had his share of success in the super featherweight division. Hector Luis Garcia lost the WBA title division, who then defended it against Fargo McCR, although this time, vision is lighter. He's not the same fighter who once shared the ring with Davis. Instead, Tank has changed and is now one of boxing's most lethal finishers. He's knocked out bigger,
And then somebody else taught, like, in his crew. That's what get me up. Like, that's what make me, like, I always want to prove to somebody that I'm, like, they not who they are.
You tell when they try to talk about that money, that how they bang.
No, not money per, like, when they talk.
stronger and more experienced fighters than Roach, and if his training is any indication, he plans to do it again. However, even though Tank is the show's star, the card itself is loaded with talent. The punches will come faster, the power will hit harder, and the fight will demand more than anything Roach has faced before. After a difficult defeat against Alberto Pello, Russell wants to make amends, and Valenzuela wants to demonstrate that his title victory wasn't a. P will risk losing his WBC super lightweight belt against Sandor if he flukes lower down. While Davis continues to work on honing his skills for Roach, the outside world hasn't given him any peace training. His name is constantly in the public eye. The spotlight follows him everywhere, and with it comes a never-ending cycle of praise and criticism.
Consider you and Gervonta friends?
Friends? Probably.
Is it going to be hard to go in the ring and fight your friend?
Not at all.
Are you all going to be friends after?
Yeah, why not?
Either way it goes.
Both making money.
But you guys are making each other bleed.
Hopefully I just make him.
Martin Pell is still undefeated, but he is a tricky opponent best known for retiring Mikey Garcia and giving Teofimo Lopez serious trouble. This could be his best chance to win the world championship, followed by someone else speaking, such as his crew. That's what makes me feel like that's what gets me up. He has been in this world since he first began knocking people out under Floyd Mayweather's banner, and fans will yell his name after a knockout and call him the best in the world, but the moment he takes a break, he isn't in their faces all the time. I always want to show someone that they are not who they say they are when they talk about that money that he doesn't have. It's the same game.
Just overall being something that he's not been in the ring with. I'm the total package, and honestly, sometimes I think he doubts himself. But I'm a competitor, and I feel like I'm the best. So I'm a show up.
When he talks about you not bringing your family, what goes through your mind when you hear him say that?
But on a different day, Davis has been watching it all happen, and now he's talking about it. He recently took to Instagram to show how quickly people change their minds. He posted a screenshot of a fan who went from being a diehard supporter to a disrespectful heckler in a single day. One day, the fan was in his DMs praising him, saying he admired his skills and wanted to train like him, and the next day he was calling Davis out, saying he could defeat him in a fight. Currently, both of you are making money, but you are making each other bleed. Hopefully, I will just make him bleed up. This isn't just one fan acting out. It's a pattern that keeps happening. Would you consider yourself and Gervonta friends? Is it going to be difficult to go into the ring and fight your friend not to go? Will you all be friends after? It's the nature of the sport, but that doesn't make it any less frustrating for those who are experiencing it. Fans love a winner, but they also love to tear one down. The same people who gas a fighter up will be the first to call him a fraud if he isn't consistently delivering knockouts or headlining fights. Although Davis isn't the kind to let things go, he also doesn't get sucked into outside noise. His reaction to the incident was not limited to a single fan. Rather, it addressed the larger issue of how erratic boxing fans can be and how people will always find a way to minimize your accomplishments. I'm a competitor, but basically, he hasn't been in the ring with me, and to be honest, there are moments when I think he doubts himself. And I think I'm the best, therefore I'm sure. What goes through your head when he says that you're not bringing your family?